certain games along the way that define your season, and this certainly will be one of them, a top-5 showdown. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Vols ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as a return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top-5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top-5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the always dangerous Mike Matthews. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country, two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors, they know the system, they have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last two games now? That's now his third interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
They'll send the back in motion. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Finding some room. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. St. Clair looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Vols in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Trying to make magic on the scrap. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. St. Clair. Moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, but now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold him to a field goal.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Snags it quickly on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the moving quickly to the line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver.
There's some room. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop. And how about that spin move? Turn that into an 8-yard gain. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He wants to change this route. Rides to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levitt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Berry. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football, and there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Sends it back in motion. Throwing St. Clair. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go play action with St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Volunteers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum,
breaks into the open.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Might as well stick with him. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Trying play action. Under fire. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. They knock him down right there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and maybe a crease. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. They trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David. It's just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. St. Clair unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The run inside. It's Gordon. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Tavian St. Clair trying to set up the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the ball send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Turning it on. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's complete. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the #1 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Gophers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Vols head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, he absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the 3rd quarter. Guys?
All right, Holly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Vols are flying down the field.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Davian on the play action. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Running inside. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. He's taking the shot. Makes a deep grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
LSU lining up first and goal. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Dumps it to the back. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2. Line, just spectacular execution there. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Now the toss. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Vols will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
Maybe some room here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The run inside. It's Durham. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Finds his big tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking for room. It's Gordon. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Complete in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Morris. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Got a little grass. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to him again. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff, Caden Durham. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Caden Durham again. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To throw, it's Levin. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Fitted in the window for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that is a drive and a It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're dealing with a second and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is...
Here's a little room there. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
It's complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with St. Clair. They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Throwing St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Finds his target down the middle. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
On the ground with the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And target coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best play.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Berry. Picks up the 1st down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Here's a give to Joyner. Breaks into the open. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The option, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. St. Clair fires to the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wide out. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. Tavian St. Clair. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Berry. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Vols will now use their final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! yards to make it a two-possession game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He'll off one deep down the left side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they...
Could be an alley. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can.